So what do you think? Are we doing some kind of time loop where I become, like, split into two beings and... Well, I don't know. You can kind of postulate all kinds of things from that. Extrapolate, rather.
Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are.
The fact that we woke up with a weird thing on our wrist, don't know where we are, why we're here, and this thing is claiming it's me. I mean, I'm going Soma so far. Those are very narrow chairs. They're very long and narrow, like your butt would be here, and the back would be all open here. Like, your knees would split at a really weird part of this chair, so you'd have to, like, sit to the side of it. Alright, I guess that's all I can get out of this area. For now. Who dis? Good mustache so far. Secrets? These nightmares have become unbearable. I still see the same man in my nocturnal visions, but now he's holding something in his hand, which I believe to be a lotus flower. Interesting. So we're going with like a Hindu, pseudo-Egyptian angle from the bits that I've been able to pull. Seem to be continuing this grave and serious conversation again and again, but I still can't remember the contents. During working hours, sometimes I hear his voice through the radio. It is not in a form of meaningful sentences, but more like some unconscious mutterings. I'm afraid to tell anyone about this, for I hate the very idea of the suspension I will probably be facing. This is cool so far. I'm enjoying this. I hope the plotline does not become too easily telegraphable, but I also go out of my way to make things spoiled for myself because I can't stop guessing all the time. More creepy gloves. Oh, first book I can't interact with. And keys to Johann de Witt. His room, I mean. This is a mysterious pink-purple fluid. I find it somewhat disturbing. It reminds me of Pepto-Bismol. It's very odd that they've mapped the journal to the right click. To right click, rather, not to the right click. A cool guy slept here. Can't climb up that, huh? Something on the shelves? I'll go look in a sec. I'm inclined more towards the notion that our nocturnal visions are not just faint and fantastic reflections of our waking experiences. Every time I pass into a state of dormancy, somehow I can explore while I'm dreaming the vistas of grandeur, an alien prospect in unnatural disposition, so vividly expressing the outer extent of this world I have yet to discover. If only I was endowed with the artistic skill to describe my visions. All I know is that all this became evident after the Conarium sessions had started. Wow, I can't read. Even though I am not one of the participants, I am somehow affected. I feel I am absorbed, while in an unconscious state, into the oblivion, crossing the line between or beyond the wall of sleep. Sorry, I like to blame this on my allergies making me easily distractible or something. A lot of cool mustache people live here. They have very, very, very few belongings, I've noticed. Like, extremely few belongings. I understand, you know, traveling light. But if you're staying up in this installation in the middle of nowhere, you're not gonna have, like, just a picture frame. Something on the shelves, you said. No. That's just the shelf. Pretty sure I can't interact with any of this. Oh! You're right. As far as my knowledge permits, I can say that this plant has been residing in the darkest recesses of ancient myths for a considerably long time. It's believed by some authorities on the subject that this plant, amongst others, was used by the antediluvian, I don't know where I wanted to add that extra syllable, antediluvian mushroom cults of the Sahara. This is a good game to play if you want to work on your vocabulary. There are also some references to it in the elusive book Kitab al-Kanuz. Some medieval alchemists refer to it as a mirage of an oasis. A mirage of an oasis. Yeah. Scholars of esotericism witness it on their voyages in the hottest deserts of the occult. The hottest deserts of the occult. That's a very fanciful way to describe that. Some influential individuals of the aforementioned arts claim that they have found it during their respective times, but nothing was brought into daylight afterwards. So we have nothing on our hands other than some vague allusions and beguiling remarks made by some shamanic guides and scholars of the ancient arts alike. Yeah, Angelic, that's right.
Locked.
Alright, I suppose we go back to... Oh, I guess I missed this room. Well, when we're done with this, we go back to the cabins. Now that I have a key, that... I suppose that's just an ashtray, but it's like the coolest looking ashtray I've seen in a while. It almost looks like an ancient artifact. Oh, hey there. Weird slug butterfly. You're just a butterfly, aren't you? Ew. What the hell happened here? There's more of that weird pink goop. Oh, maybe that's that... Oh, it's covering the entire floor? What? Oh, it's probably supposed to be this part that's supposed to look wet. It's probably that juice that they were talking about that they were supposed to drink. And it's a weird color because of the plant. A lot of pictures of children. Sketchbook. Oh, hey there. You're weird. One of the composite sculptures we've come across during our initial field trips. It has an open third eye on its forehead as well as inside its hand, which I think indicates some kind of state of knowing because allusions to knowledge and elder things recur all the time in almost every bas-relief we've discovered so far. That is a hell of a sentence. Oh no, it's 2 sentences. No, it's still a hell of a sentence. This is a pretty long sentence. All this leads me to believe these creatures inhabiting these halls have acquired some kind of knowledge from the elder things, fabled creatures of primal myths. Ooh, I like the texture on that. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like a leather binder, but I think it's actually just a shirt. Also, you can ride on top of the shelf. Just barely, though. Oh, the light switch doesn't work. Oh, because it's already on? It's for a light that's incredibly dim, but I guess it's power saving because, you know, we're using the generator. Where were the cabins again? All these hallways kind of look identical, but that's not anyone's fault, but that's just the way these kind of things work. Crew rooms. Wait. That's already where I was. No, private rooms I want. These don't have the names on the backs of them. I was in a different place. Here we go. So that's my own room. Can't get in there.
Did I lock my door? I don't remember where my keys are.
Oh.
Locked.
So the key that I got is not any of those. Okay. Well, let's figure it out, I guess. Oh, I don't think I was able to go this way before. And by I don't think, I'm becoming quite assured of that. All kinds of goodies. I just realized something. The power is completely out, and there's an infirmary. I assume there's things in here that need to be refrigerated, and probably weren't. So that could be a problem later. Uh-oh, I see Z fighting in there. Somebody had one too many planes on the same face. It happens, it happens. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. By the way, I apologize again if my reading has been distractingly bad for this one. It's not usually a problem for me. I don't know, having trouble following things right now. What is this? Statement of consent. Looks like everybody signed off. What are we signing off on? Consent to perform my daily duties to the best of my ability. Listen to the judgment of the expedition leader, Dr. Faust. Participate in a series of medical sessions as needed. Okay, so it's just like a waiver. Oh, could also do that, I guess. It's always good when they provide that in case the writing's a bit too scratchy. This particular clipboard is not that problem, but if you are maybe not a native English reader, that would be very helpful, I imagine, especially for stuff like this. You'll have swirly cursive text. I mean, this is actually very clean writing, but again, you get the idea. Bugs me if the guy's name is Faust, way too on the nose. Gotcha. Yeah, I sort of get what you're saying, although I don't know the reference well enough. But I know of Faust. I'm told... Well, we don't know it's on the nose yet, right? Like, maybe that's not where it's going. I'm told everything started after that disastrous incident during one of the Conarium sessions, resulting in my heart stopping for a short period of time. On the third morning after the incident, the first of my mental attacks occurred. After an uneasy sleep, I am told that I burst into a frenzy so powerful that the combined efforts of 3 men were needed to calm me down. In my sleep, I was babbling in an alien dialect of great edifices of light and shadowy mountains and valleys full of iridescent flowers and mushrooms. Or mushrooms. Flowers or mushrooms, so either or. When I came around, they said the surge of madness died from my eyes, and in dull wonder, I looked at my questioners and asked why I was bound. Now, Dr. DeWitt has ordered me to stay away from any further sessions until my full recovery. Ah, right, Faust from the old play, man sells his soul to the devil for knowledge. Right. Right.
Looks stuck.
It looks stuck, but also you got that other door open when it was stuck.
It's stuck.
I don't know, I feel like if you can see enough into the door that you can move it past the mechanism, like you should be able to wedge something in there and shift your body weight onto it or something. What's going on in here? I see a wrench. I see what looks like another flashlight. Toolbox. Stepladder. It's like a hose, I guess.
Oh, it smells awful in here.
Yeah, oh. That's vile. Not the worms, but the tiling texture work, I mean. Sorry, I'm just giving you a hard time. There's just like... You can kind of see the tiling. See what they do a lot of the times with this kind of application is there's different layers of textures being applied over each other like a stack, right? And you can actually take brushes with different opacities and different edges and basically paint a texture over another texture. And you have to be very careful and judicious about how you use those kind of effects, because some materials are more inclined to apply in a more natural way than others. And a surface like this that has kind of hard edges, it shouldn't have feathered edges like this around it, at least in my opinion. Looks very odd that way to me. But that's like 1 in 100 people, even probably way less than that actually, like 1 in 1,000 people would even care about that at all. I nitpick, but I do so out of love. See, on the other hand, this is a great reflection map. Looks really nice. Graphically, the game has been really nice, actually. I'm not really complaining. I mean, that, whatever that is, that's not good. That has to go. We have to throw that out in the wilderness. That shouldn't be a difficult job for me to handle right now. That would be my priority. If I gotta keep looking through all these rooms, we're gonna get all this jellified meat off the ground. Is that bread? There's a dire-looking piece of bread if I've ever seen. I meant to jump up on the table and realize spacebar is inventory. Very rare that you see spacebar mapped to inventory. Oh, they're all drinking that weird pink drink. Yeah, that's gotta be that plant juice. Everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid. Some more than others, I suppose. Alright, doesn't seem to be anything worth talking about in here. Actually, surprisingly devoid of anything. What is this thing? What is going on with these textures? It looks like this is like almost a transparent tray. I guess it's supposed to look like it spilled out and then landed on the floor. That bread like doesn't accept light. It's got this pale blue reddish... Alright, that's enough. I'm just going. I'm especially worked up about bread because I recently watched a Blender tutorial about subsurface scattering in organic materials. So for the bread to not accept light, it feels like blasphemy to me right now. Oh, here we go. We got a whole nother world to explore now. Ooh, that transition was very mist-like. I can't move, by the way. We're just locked in place. All right. Oh! Now you got my interest. What is this? Get a beautiful little Bioshock-esque atrium in the middle of the underground world. Oh, this is top-notch. I love the look of this. Just check out the framing of this shot right here. Look at all the different effects we've got going on. So we've got a smoke effect coming up from the ground. We've got projected shadows on the wall and floor with the, so there's like a plant being projected from the interior of that atrium on the wall. And then there's the turning fan, which also has a particle or fog effect that's moving. And it's really well done on top of it. Then we've got this lovely radiating orange light in the corner, which is also lighting up the volumetric smoke. This is great. I know, I get way too worked up about this stuff, but... Oh, hey there. Then we got fisheye lens effect. Yeah, they're never around for more than a moment. I'm used to that. So what's up with this tree? You don't expect to run into a tree down underneath the station. Oh, this must be where they're getting the plant juice. Glassopterus. I really wanted that to say glasscopters. What's up, glasscopters? How you doing? Good tarnished metal. Shines really nice to the flashlight. The glasswork up here is not quite to the same standard, unfortunately. But then again, if you think about it, it's just going to be snow on the other side of it, I suppose. Wait, would it... Yeah, how exactly does this work? We're underground, so it's actually probably netting or some kind of material cloth over top of that. How's it getting light? Yeah, why would you ever build a plant underground where it can't get any light? Maybe there's simulated sunlight coming in from somewhere. Biology lab area. All right. You know, I know this is a silly thing to like, because probably most people wouldn't agree with this, but I actually like that the books are not illuminated without turning on the light. Usually if you pick up an inventory object, the inventory is sort of its own little sub-world where the lighting is controlled. In this case, you're actually interacting with objects that exist in the physical realm that you inhabit. Antarctic exposition. Oh, I didn't even know we were in the Antarctic until just now. I guess I had assumed from the snow, but I didn't really think very hard about it. Derby Pickman Schneider Foundation, 1948 to 1949. Okay. This tree is from an extinct species. Oh. Interesting. I hope it's not rude to say, but I feel like the lighting here is... Well, the other area was good too, but this is like way nicer. It's like every detail seems to be mostly accounted for here. Uh-oh. We got air spores. We got goop on the floor. We got refrigerator door. Maybe close this? No. I need permission from Adam to be able to close that, apparently. Yeah, they're doing a lot of work with that goop. Oh. Just heard something slam over there.
It's locked.
What even? Oh, it's a door. I saw this, I thought it was like a weird terminal. Another light. Very happy we're not doing any kind of like, you only have so much battery power garbage. I think I could do with never playing another game that requires me to collect arbitrary batteries everywhere. The lighting serves a purpose. It's for atmosphere. It doesn't need to be a gameplay mechanic, and I respect that they respect that. South Polar Chart. Yeah, I guess putting it underground wouldn't have really made much difference, and probably not much light coming in anyway. I attached the handle. Oh, I'm gonna open it in a sec. Just let me see what these are. Can't really read that. Maybe it's not meant to be read. Just plant notations. Must be a wildlife to be a botanist. Any of you guys botanists by chance?
We need a phonograph cylinder.
Ah, of course we need a phonograph cylinder. That's fine. We'll find it. Oh, the tree was found in Antarctica. Did they say that and I just miss it? Okay, so this is not functioning. And this is locked. I'm enjoying this bit of soundtrack as well. It's been very reclusive so far, the soundtrack, but having it jump forward just then was quite nice. Oh, does it actually? I think it phases out when you leave that room. Nope. I'm trying to understand the triggers of where the soundtrack cues hit.
It's stuck.
No, I guess just the whole area. It must have triggered when I looked at something in one of those spots. Link elevator has been set up. Can now reach both the tower and bottom levels below the base. Camp equipment and parts to the portable submarines. They're submarines! Being transported to the first campsite. Tower base cavern! You know where I want to go, but I can't yet because there's no handle.
I need something to get this elevator to work.
Alright, so phonograph cylinder and elevator handle. Is your character vaping? No, it's just cold. It's just an effect. By the way, I may have attributed there to being smoke coming from the ground, but it was actually my breath. I did not realize at the time. I think all of these are locked or stuck. This was the one I came from? No. Can you do anything with this? Oh. No. You have like an alien isolation moment. Temple, flooded caves, base. Are these GoldenEye levels? Sorry, GoldenEye on the mind. I've been playing a lot of GoldenEye Source. Provisional camp equipment was deployed to the underground caverns below the base without any problem. Submarines also work great. I love hearing that submarines work great. I bet they won't when I get to them, though. They are fast and maneuverable beyond my predictions. Did they have submarines that were that functional in the late 40s? Yeah, I guess they must. I have no idea about the timelines of some things. We started exploring some parts of the underwater passages, but it's slow going. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of every door being stuck and locked either, but it is a pretty classic gameplay trope at this point, and using classic with quoties around it. I mean, I often come across as being overly praising of Silent Hill, but the game is really frustrating with regard to how many locked doors there are sometimes. I mean, they use it for claustrophobia and atmosphere. I don't think this is having that same effect here. It's more just like, where do you want me to go?
It's stuck.
Maybe there was another vent on the wall that I didn't notice. Or maybe I just have to do something else in the botany area. Maybe that cylinder is, like, in this room. Just missed it.
Locked.
You sure, though? Because that's an awful lot of locked doors. Give to me botany cylinder.